EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for the weekend, November 4th and 5th, 2023. The weekend video forecast is proudly sponsored by L.H. Zimmerman Lawn and Garden in Ephrata, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. They have a new sponsor for the weekend video forecast. They are a small family business that supplies snow and ice control equipment to Pennsylvania and surrounding states. They carry a large supply of salt dog, slide-in, and receiver hitch spreaders, Fisher snowplows, Ariens snowblowers, and Ariens Mammoth sidewalk equipment. Along with the new equipment, they also carry an on-hand supply of parts for Salt Dog, Fisher, and Ariens. The benefit for purchasing from a small family business is they can provide service for their equipment if you break down in a snowstorm. Stop in at their location at 730 Glenwood Drive in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, or give them a call. The phone number above me here in the video, 717-733-4193. They will be happy to assist you or answer any of your questions. They are L.H. Zimmerman Lawn and Garden in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the weekend video forecast, and they will be the title sponsor of the Weather Weekly's video beginning this Sunday throughout the winter months. Of course, that is tomorrow, as in the first day of Weather Weeklies. I know it's like a national holiday for some of you, which is pretty amazing. We actually talk about the very first Weather Weeklies video. I'm going to give an overview of how I think things are going to be a little different than what you were told to think for this winter. It's not as cut and dry as it was like in September. It looked a lot different in September than it does right now. So there's a lot of differences, a lot of these early outlooks that people put these things out way, way too early. Listen, I don't do winter outlooks, and I've been asked that a million times every year. When's your winter outlook coming out? I don't do a winter outlook because it's a waste of time. For those that do it, I don't have any problem with anybody taking a stab at it. More power to you. Knock yourself out. Problem I have is when you're issuing these outlooks in August and September, when the pattern is evolved to something completely different just 2 months later. I mean, you set yourself up for fail. I mean, obviously that's for clicks and that's it. If you get an outlook that you're looking at that's in around Labor Day weekend, it's time to just ignore that. It's just for entertainment purposes, and that's it. So we'll get into that in the Weather Weekly's video this Sunday. We do have a pretty nice weekend coming up. It's at least temperate. Temperatures 55 to 64 today. Very similar again for Sunday. The only difference between these 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, is going to be more clouds and sun on Saturday, and that's because we have this cold front that's off to our northwest. It's a very weak dying front that's not going to bring any precipitation, but it's still going to move through, and that's going to give us the opportunity for some clouds today, and that's going to hang around for most of the day, and then late in the day you'll have some clearing, as you can see here on the NAM 3 kilometer. This is actually starting off Saturday morning, and see the interior at least is socked in clouds. For the southeast, you might not be dealing with it too much, but this is all going to shift to the east, and then late in the day you get some breaks of sun. So finally, this is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. And then you get some breaks of sun here later in the day. So it'll start off cloudy. Most of the day is going to be more clouds than sun. And then you have some sunnier breaks later in the day. And then intervals of clouds and Sunday here on Sunday. So not an issue with clouds here on Sunday. Looking at a nice day. Again, 56 to 64, which is on either side of average. It's very close. If you look at the average temperatures, this is what we're looking at over the weekend. So it's very close to seasonal average. It's not much different than what average is for this time of year. And then we move forward. And we're going to get, Monday's going to be like that too, where we have kind of, near average or near to slightly below. And then we have Tuesday, it's literally Tuesday, and that's it. We have a day that's warmer than average, and that's because you have this little bit of ridging that's going to nose in ahead of a system coming in, and that's going to come through on Thursday. So we'll back those temperatures back down again, and then that'll be replaced with cooler temperatures as we head into next weekend. So that's down the road, okay? So next week's kind of like an up and down deal, but it's not really up. We're not talking about 80s anymore, but it's still going to be warmer than average for a little bit. We're not looking at any precipitation until maybe Monday night. That's mainly for our northern areas. This is that system far to the north. The best forcing is going to be with this area, low pressure up north. There is a cold front with this that's going to move through, but there's not much forcing with the cold front. It's a very weak front, so when this moves through, most of the precipitation is going to be up here by the low pressure, moving that way, and we're not looking at much, but it looks like northern areas, far northern parts, maybe I-80 and north, might see a few showers overnight, Monday night, maybe early Tuesday morning, and then that's it. And then nothing for Wednesday. Wednesday looks dry. And then we have this moving in overnight, another area of showers. This is another system, another weaker system, on the lead of a trough, and it's going to come through here on Wednesday night and Thursday with those scattered showers. And then behind that, we have some colder temperatures coming in Friday through the weekend, next weekend. So Again, as far as precipitation is concerned, I mean, I put this in the outlook yesterday, the long-range outlook that I did, that I don't expect a whole lot of precipitation in November. It's probably going to be a little bit more than October, but that's not saying much because we were way below average in October. So now we're only maybe kind of slightly below in terms of precipitation totals here in November compared to average. So maybe not quite as dry, but still dry nevertheless overall. And looks like it's going to be like that through the middle of the month. We have these colder temperatures that are going to settle in again from late week next week into next weekend. So if you have anything to do outdoors and you're not like a fan of the cold or the chill, I would recommend getting it done this weekend when you know you're going to have dry conditions and you know it's going to be temperate at least. You just put a light jacket on, maybe not even that. Some of you will toughen that out. But looks like temperatures aren't really too bad. So on either side of 60 degrees is not bad for this point in November. Again, Weather Weekly's video will be out about the 10 o'clock hour here on Sunday morning. It'll be the first one of the year. Be sure to check that out on Sunday morning. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martis. That is your outlook for the weekend, November 4th and 5th, 2023. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.